Welcome back. You're watching CNN News 18 with me, Griha. Proceedings in the former Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's case have now begun. Protests also have broken out in Dhaka and other cities of Bangladesh, with incidents of arson, cocktail explosions and road blockades that have been reported from various parts of the country. Bulldozers also were brought outside Sheikh Hasina's residence in Bangladesh. The government has deployed the police, the army and also border guards to maintain order. Meanwhile, Sheikh Hasina, while speaking to supporters virtually before this verdict that will eventually be coming out, she in fact called the tribunal's procedure illegal and urged her followers to take to the streets and support the nationwide lockdown. Now, she also has cited past demonstrations, saying that people of Bangladesh know how to resist Mohammed Yunus and his associates. The International Crimes Tribunal, remember, is now set to deliver the verdict any moment now against the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, keeping the nation on the edge. Let's now dip into these live proceedings that we are bringing to you of the International Crimes Tribunal that's currently underway.
As the first time, and also by failure to take preventive and punitive measure against the perpetrators, it accused Sheikh Hasina committed the crimes against humanity under Section 3, subsection 2, under Section 4, subsection 1, clause B, and Section 4, clause 3, subsection 3, read with Section 28 of the International Crimes Tribunal Act, 1973. Charge number 2. Ordered to use lethal weapons, drones, and helicopters to kill the protesters and execution of the order. During the July uprising 2024, accused Sheikh Hasina held a conversation over telephone with Dr. A.S.M. Kamal, the then Vice Chancellor of Dhaka University, from Bangladesh on 14th July 2024 at about 11 p.m. wherein she mentioned that she already ordered to kill the protesters like the Rajakas who have been hanged before. Again, on July 18, Sheikh Hasina conversed over telephone with Sheikh Fazlur Taposh, the mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation, mentioning that she had already given direction to the law enforcement agencies to use helicopter and lethal weapons to kill and eliminate the peaceful unarmed civilian protesters, and also ordered them to use drones to locate the protesters. She also told him that she passed orders to arrest and torture the protesters across the country. As a result of above statement, directions, the Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal and the Inspector General of Police, Chaudhry Abdullah Mahmood, successively implemented the directions through their underlings, that is, law enforcing agencies, by deploying drones and helicopters in the sky, killing about 1,400 protesters, including women and children, indiscriminately and gravely injuring about 25,000 of them throughout the country, by using lethal weapons everywhere from 16th July 2024 and helicopters somewhere from 18th July 2024 up to 5th August 2024, and thereby Sheikh Hasina, Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal and Chaudhry Abdullah Mahmood committed crimes against humanity as a joint criminal enterprise punishable under Section 3, subsection 2, clause A, G, H, Section 4, clause B, C, Section 4, subsection 3, read with Section 28 of the International Crimes Tribunal Act. Charge number 3. Killing 6 protesters at Chankarpur with lethal weapons. The protesters convened a program titled March to Dhaka to be held on 5th August and made a
Let me take this across to my colleague Kamalika Sengupta, who's been tracking all the developments as far as the story is concerned. Kamalika, very shortly, the International Crimes Tribunal is going to be delivering the verdict. But before that, there was a virtual address that Sheikh Hasina had done, putting out that message for her supporters. All of that has churned a lot of sentiment across Bangladesh. What are you learning of that is coming in from the streets of Bangladesh now that we also learn of bulldozers that are stationed at the residence of Sheikh Hasina?
See, there are two sides of it. Obviously, the Awami League supporters, Awami League leaders who are there in Bangladesh and who are also not there in Bangladesh, they in the virtual world are really questioning that what is the standard and what is the local stand and what is the legality of this International Crime Tribunal, which is right now dictating orders. And as we know, as the order is being dictated now, it is quite clear that they have already stated that they have sufficient grounds for framing charges against accused. That's what they have said. And not only that, they are mentioning various phone calls that Sheikh Hasina made during that time where she ordered chutet, where she ordered torture on the students. That is what the court's dictation is. So it's quite, we can make it out that there are enough reasons that what they have said, and all the three persons, the Home Minister, the IG later turned out to be the, has given a lot of documents and a lot of things to the tribunal now, and Sheikh Hasina, they will be obviously convicted. That's quite clear from the order that is being dictated. On ground in Bangladesh, there is huge emotions because Awami League and Sheikh Hasina, yesterday Sheikh Hasina spoke to, virtually she spoke to all of her supporters and workers and leaders, and she stated that she does not give any importance to this International Crime Tribunal because she is saying that International Crime Tribunal itself is illegal, and she has also stated that come what may, she will stand by with the people, she will come back and she will fight for the people of Bangladesh. That's what her point is, and she has said nobody should actually feel bad about it and everybody should be on the roads, and that is why the security, since yesterday we know that there has been several small blasts happening in different areas in Bangladesh, and also there has been bomb has been hurled against outside the residence of an advisor. So all those things have been taken place, for which we know that Supreme Court has also written letter to the army, and the army deployment is also there outside the International Crime Tribunal. But right now what we can make is that there is going to be protest, and also this Dhanmandi protest is against Sheikh Hasina. The students group, they did this protest, and anytime there can be also a showdown there, case by case. There are 6 to 7 charges that has been formed against, case by case. Hasina's involvement is being read by the court. Many cases on the basement of the statements that has been given by the IG, the statements of the other people. So it's quite clear that what the final verdict will be. The final verdict will be definitely Hasina will be convicted. That's quite, that's the mood that in the court. That's quite clear because in the starting of, let me stress again, the court has stated that there are sufficient grounds for framing charges against this accused. Now, Sheikh Hasina is the accused, Home Minister is also accused. IG who later became the part of, he has become the person who has been providing a lot of documents and information, is also, all of them will be accused. That's quite convicted. That's very clear. Now, what happens thereafter, that is to be seen. Very volatile situation in Bangladesh.
Right. Kamalika, since we are discussing the possible outcomes from this particular hearing, in case Sheikh Hasina gets a death sentence, really what happens? She is in exile. She is not in the country. What is the bearing that eventually will this verdict by the International Crimes Tribunal really have on Sheikh Hasina?
Yeah, that is really to be seen, that what are the technicalities, what the legalities, and how they will go about it. If it is a capital punishment, then how Sheikh Hasina they go forward with this case. That is to be seen. That is something which the international community will keep an eye on it. That is very important. On the other hand, what type of reactions comes on ground, and definitely it's going to have its influence on India too. So all these things will be seen in one place. place. Sheikh Hasina has also stated, she has given a clarion call for lockdown, which is also taking place in Bangladesh. In one portion, there are several Awami League supporters who are trying to come out because Awami League is banned there. They have not been able to come out. In some places they have been arrested, and some places such bomb blasts and crude bomb blasts and cocktail bomb blast incidents are taking place. On the other hand, Dhanmondi, which is very much history, which has huge historical significance, where Sheikh Hasina used to stay and where the Mujibur Rahman's, it was a museum that has already been vandalized after Sheikh Hasina came out from Bangladesh. Today, huge bulldozers have gone there, though there are police barricading, but anytime anything can happen. Again, a volatile situation in Bangladesh, and definitely we'll have to see what effects falls in India.
Right, absolutely.